time itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man.
Nithyananda, everybody, welcome back. Let us look at some of the global initiatives by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Over 26 years of relentless humanitarian services and initiatives, including free vegetarian food, medical services, natural disaster relief, women empowerment initiatives, conflict resolution and peace initiatives, sustainable Hindu practices through various international agencies and bodies. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has authored over 300 books and 10,000 articles in 3 languages: English, Tamil, and Sanskrit, which have also been translated into 50 languages with over 10,000 titles. Over 20 million copies of books and articles have been sold, read, and downloaded, and he has established the world's largest Hindu library with over 1 million books, 1 million palm leaf scriptures, and over 20 million digital books. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has been revered as the most prolific and most viewed guru in the digital world, read and watched by 1 billion plus followers in Hinduism. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has delivered over 10,000 hours of discourses, which have gained over 1 billion views on social media.
Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has been respected as the commentator of all sacred scriptures such as Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita, Shiva Sutras, Yoga Sutras, Ashtavakra Gita, Jain Sutras, etc. She has been honored as the leader of Hinduism, the most awarded internationally recognized Hindu leader. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has been acclaimed as one of the top 100 spiritually influential living personalities by Vatican's Mind, Body, Spirit magazine. The Sovereign Order of Kailasa, led by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, and the Nithyananda Order of monks, nuns, and Hindu diaspora are working for global peace and to give superconscious breakthrough to humanity. He is also the establisher of the largest Hindu university in the world, with satellite campuses in around 150 countries. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the establisher of 1,000 plus Kailasa enlightenment ecosystems. He is also the founder and reviver of over 100 Sarvagya-peethams.
Let us now move on to the next segment of today's Bhava Samadhi Darshan, which is the manifestation of the extraordinary Shaktis. The Balasans, Nithyananda Yogis, and the initiated disciples of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism will now be demonstrating the power of third eye, sharing with all the experiences and the results of these extraordinary power manifestations awakened in us through the Diksha or the initiation. In today's Bhava Samadhi Darshan, all of us will be receiving the initiation into third eye and other powers with the blessings and the grace of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. We will be manifesting the powers of third eye, which is being able to see with our eyes blindfolded. The third eye is a cosmic browsing center that is located between your brow center, and which upon initiation, one can effortlessly express the powers and see through the third eye, just as one would with the two eyes. Let us now learn about Shaktis. What exactly are Shaktis? In the Vedagamas, which are the source scriptures of Hinduism, Paramashiva reveals in elaborate detail that every human being is hardwired to manifest 463 plus extraordinary Shaktis or the divine powers. Manifesting powers are described as a system, a method, and a science for human beings to explore the various states of consciousness. Shakti is manifest from the fundamental cognition that you are a divine and that you need to manifest divine, not that you are a man and that you need to reach divine. The Shakti is expressed from the space of enlightenment as a side effect of feeling connection with the divine and high integrity with the Guru. Shaktis are the source of enlightenment, whereas Siddhis are powers that manifest from tapas or penance for enlightenment, and Siddhis happen on the path of enlightenment. The Shaktis of Paramashiva manifest through ordinary human beings in an extraordinary way after the initiation from the avatar. Siddhis are not permanent. Parashaktis are permanent, and Siddhis may divert you from enlightenment.
Let us now understand about Paramashiva, the source of Shaktis. Paramashiva is the primordial divinity in Hinduism, the ultimate reality and cause, which is self-effulgent Swayam Prakasha, all-pervading, unchanging beyond time, space, form, and causality. As the fundamental base of Avyakta, the unmanifest, and Vyakta, the manifest existence, he performs the Panchakritya, or five cosmic acts of Srishti, which is creation, Sthiti, sovereign rulership and maintenance, Samhara, rejuvenation, Prabhava, pulling out of delusion, Anugraha, liberating grace for all living entities. The Supreme Bond of Hinduism, the Mahasanidanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, is the 1008th living incarnation and representative of Paramashiva and the reviver of Kailasa, the ancient enlightened Hindu civilizational nation, the great cosmic borderless Hindu nation. Ever since the beginning of the civilization, the Sanatana Hindu Dharma has been the cradle of enlightened beings and highly advanced sciences. It was where the science of enlightenment and powers, Shaktis, was lived and taught as a lifestyle. For the first time in modern days, Supreme Pandu of Hinduism is reviving these yogic sciences and transmitting into the world at a record-breaking, never accomplished before. The knowledge and science of manifesting these Shaktis are passed down from generations to the next through Diksha or initiation by the enlightened Gurus. Supreme Pandu of Hinduism, being recognized as an incarnation at a very young age, was trained and taught these sciences to revive the initiation and knowledge repositories for billions to manifest the science of our manifestation from the disciplines of Vedanta, Tantra, Srividya, Yoga and Yogic powers, Mantra Shastra, Siddha Vidya, the science of Akshada, Advaita, Bhakti Yoga, Paramashivoham and Paramashivoham.
So, how do we awaken these divine Shaktis in us? The jnana, which is the ultimate truth, when it is mapped into your consciousness, which is your prajna, manifests as the power and the possibility of every being. Let us now look at a beautiful video on the science of initiation.
Diksha is the direct transfer of spiritual energy by an enlightened being through look, word, or touch. The traditional Vedic book Navaratneshwara states, Sarvasamapi dikshanam muktihi phalamakhanditam avirodhat bhavantyeva prasangyastu bhuktayah. The main benefit of all initiations is moksha, enlightenment. As a side effect, health, wealth, leadership, and well-being happen. And in Rudrayamala Tantra, Shiva says, Devi diksha vihinasya na siddhihi na cha sadgatihi tasmat sarva prayatnena guruna dikshito bhavet. The one who is not initiated does not attain liberation nor a better future. So by all efforts, one should get initiated by Guru. What is the science of initiation? Neuroscience has proved that the process of initiation floods the brain with energy. This is the superconscious energy of Kundalini, our own highest inner potential energy. As the Kundalini flows from the thalamus to the cortex, it sets up a powerful energy loop within the brain, which awakens the latent non-mechanical parts which we have never used before. With increasing levels of coherence, the whole brain comes alive, turning into a superconductor of conscious energies that heal, empower, transform our lives, bliss and fulfillment. Initiation creates high awareness, visualization, creativity. It also slows the aging process and improves the immune system. Kundalini awakening, healing experience, levitation, teleportation, materialization, Experience.
We saw a beautiful video on the science of initiation. Let us now learn how this science of power manifestation is authenticated through the four aspects of evidences or the pramanas. The first is the Shastra Pramana, which is the eternal and unchangeable truths that are revealed in the source scriptures. Next is the Apta Pramana, which is the experiences and the results of Aptas or authorities of Hinduism, the Vedic rishis and scientists who have time tested and verified the science. The next is the Atma Pramana, the personal experience of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. And the fourth is the Pratyaksha Pramana, empirical evidence from observation and scientific experimentation. The Vedagamas are a living science. Vedas are the ultimate superior authority for Hindus. Vedas are the pure science where the ultimate truths are explained, and the Agamas are the scriptures where the applied technology, the applied science is expanded. Vedas and Agamas, together called as the Vedagamas, are given the status of Shruti as they are directly revealed by Paramashiva. They are the ultimate, eternal, and unchangeable truths, and a reference that is cited from these Shastras or scriptures is called as Shastra Pramana. Let us now get ready to witness a very unique and exciting demonstration of this power of third eye. Today, we are going to be manifesting the power of body scanning. So, those who would like to experience this power of body scanning can head over to our social media platforms and put a message that you would like to experience this power of body scanning. In this power of body scanning, one awakens the power to scan the illnesses, diseases, medically diagnosed issues, and provide solutions through the awakened third eye. Let us look at the Shastra Pramana, the scriptural reference for this power manifestation. It is revealed by Paramashiva in the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 54. Swadehe jagato vapi sukshma sukshmatarani cha tattvani yani nilayam dhyatvante vyajyate para. Bhagavan Paramashiva says, cognize deeply that from the subtle to the subtlest constitutive principles of your whole body or of the whole universe simultaneously consist of the essential reality. They are being absorbed in their source cause, which is Paramashiva. And by the experience of such restful awareness, one becomes complete from all thoughts, and the ultimate universal divine power, Paradevi, Adi Shakti, is revealed, and the supreme power manifestation happens. Let us next look at the Apta Pramana.
There was Siddharth and one of the prominent disciples of Agatya. One day, a man suffering from severe headache comes to Agatya for healing. Agatya uses the power of body scanning and identifies the root cause of the headache. And he reveals that there is a small tear type of rock sitting in the person's brain. Agatya immediately uses the power of body scanning and tells their is disable to perform an open head surgery and remove the frog. After the surgery is completed successfully, the person is healed and cured of the headache. Thus, he gained the name Theraya. Next, we have the Atma Pramana. On 22nd December 2019, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, revealed how Swamiji uses the power of body scanning. Paraphrasing in his words, only when I had the multiple compound hand fracture, I was forced to go for surgery and therefore for medical checkups related to that. At that time, they detected heavy metal quantity in my different organs, and it was revealed that I had been poisoned without our knowledge. I immediately used diagnostic methods instead of medical facilities to study the body condition due to the poisoning. Through body scanning, I found out what the problems, imbalances had happened, and where balance has to be done. So I used allopathy as a second opinion to verify my findings.
Here we're looking at the Sakshi Pramana, which is the experiences and the results of these extraordinary power manifestations happening through the initiated disciples of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So let us now enter into manifestation. We'll be doing this power manifestation. We have Narendra who has requested for this power manifestation. So I'll now be chanting the Mahavakya Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham and revealing whatever Swamiji is showing me. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. What Swamiji revealed is that the skin issues, you've been having a lot of skin issues, And the skin issues that you've been facing is not because of any physical condition in your body, but it's about a cognition that you're carrying about life and a mental understanding that you carry about yourself and others. We constantly feel life is out there to take away things from you, and because of which your skin is continuously reflecting and it is reacting to it. The moment you actually complete with this cognition that life is there to snatch things away from you, this kind of a negative cognition, you will see that this completely gets healed and your body will also start responding in a much powerful way. So this is what Swamiji revealed. You can share with all of us how you're able to relate with what was revealed. So with that, we are coming towards the conclusion of this particular segment of the power manifestation. Let us move on to the next segment of today's Bhava Samadhi Darshan after a short break. Please stay tuned.
Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. I guarantee you, I will reach you wherever you are. Be alive, somehow be alive for next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. It's my commitment to humanity. I'm going to empower, enlighten each and every one of you with the fuel and energy of the parallel universe. I'll infuse this intense supernal effulgence DNA, Tejas, Ojas, Kundalini Shakti into your spine to consciously lift you to Kailasa. It is irreversible permanent enlightenment, irreversible power manifestation, irreversible permanent empowerment. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside. I am your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. Your consciousness as power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. Time itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. Greater signs of life can be realized with a greater ability to visualize. greater science is the equivalent word for Hinduism. When you understand the greater science of life, greater courage, more possibility, more fearlessness, more joy, more bliss. When you visualize Paramashiva with 25 heads, 75 eyes, 50 hands, your consciousness becomes ferocious, and that ability to visualize, you will get involved in everything deeply. Involved people are the most delicious, most sweet, most beautiful, most juiciest beings of planet Earth.
Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. I guarantee you, I will reach you wherever you are. Be alive, somehow be alive for next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. It's my commitment to humanity.
I'm going to empower, enlighten each and every one of you with the fuel and energy of the parallel universe. I'll infuse this intense supernal effulgence DNA, Tejas, Ojas, Kundalini Shakti into your spine to consciously lift you to Kailasa. It is irreversible permanent enlightenment, irreversible power manifestation, irreversible permanent empowerment. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside. I am your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. Your consciousness as power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. Time itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. Greater signs of life can be realized with a greater ability to visualize. Greater science is the equivalent word for Hinduism. When you understand the greater science of life, greater courage, more possibility, more fearlessness, more joy, more bliss. When you visualize Paramashiva with 25 heads, 75 eyes, 50 hands, your consciousness becomes ferocious, and that ability to visualize, you will get involved in everything deeply. Involved people are the most delicious, most sweet, most beautiful, most juiciest beings of planet Earth.
Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. I guarantee you, I will reach you wherever you are. Be alive, somehow be alive for next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. It's my commitment to humanity.
I'm going to empower, enlighten each and every one of you with the fuel and energy of the parallel universe. I'll infuse this intense supernal effulgence DNA, Tejas, Ojas, Kundalini Shakti into your spine to consciously lift you to Kailasa. It is irreversible permanent enlightenment, irreversible power manifestation, irreversible permanent empowerment. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression, or the worst suicidal patterns, or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside. I am your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. Your consciousness as power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. Time itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. greater signs of life can be realized with a greater ability to visualize. Greater science is the equivalent word for Hinduism. When you understand the greater science of life, greater courage, more possibility, more fearlessness, more joy, more bliss. When you visualize Paramashiva with 25 heads, 75 eyes, 50 hands, your consciousness becomes ferocious, and that ability to visualize, you will get involved in everything deeply. Involved people are the most delicious, most sweet, most beautiful, most juiciest beings of planet Earth.
Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. I guarantee you, I will reach you wherever you are. Be alive, somehow be alive for next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. It's my commitment to humanity.
I'm going to empower, enlighten each and every one of you with the fuel and energy of the parallel universe. I'll infuse this intense supernal effulgence DNA, Tejas, Ojas, Kundalini Shakti into your spine to consciously lift you to Kailasa. It is irreversible permanent enlightenment, irreversible power manifestation, irreversible permanent empowerment. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression, or the worst suicidal patterns, or life negativity? Only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside.
Yes, welcome back everyone. We have learned in the previous segment, we have learned about the introduction of the Supreme Founder of Hinduism and about the divine Shaktis of Paramashivoham. In this segment, we are going to be learning about the divine feminine consciousness, which is unique only to Hinduism. The unique contribution to the spiritual consciousness from the Vedic tradition is sacred feminine worship. Even if everything from what Vedic tradition gave is lost, then just if the sacred feminine tradition is there, then the whole thing can be revived because that is the seed. Hinduism has at least 10,000 sampradayas, which are the subsects. If all sampradayas are lost for some reason, and only this one sampradaya, the Devi worship remains, the whole thing can be brought back because the whole thing is centered on this one, which is mother worship. Mother worship carries the blueprint and the hologram of the whole Vedic tradition. That sacred feminine worship is a hologram of the Vedic tradition. There is no enlightened being on the planet Earth without worshipping the sacred feminine, including me, because I'm basically a Shakta. I myself followed Devi worship. From the beginning, if you see my biography, all the deities I carved, the darshan I had, all are mother based, Devi based. Let us now watch a beautiful video clip where Supreme Founder of Hinduism expands on how Hinduism is the most feminist religion.
Hinduism is the most feministic religion, I tell you. In Hindu, not just religion, even the Hindu economy, Hindu social system.
Sorry for technical glitch, everyone. Supreme Founder of Hinduism explained that Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa Shiva is Brahman, but Devi has the key to reach Brahman. Unless she opens, nobody can reach. Very beautifully describes our sin. Even
Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. I guarantee you, I will reach you wherever you are. Be alive, somehow be alive for next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. It's my commitment to humanity.
I'm going to empower, enlighten each and every one of you with the fuel and energy of the parallel universe. I'll infuse this intense supernal effulgence DNA, Tejas, Ojas, Kundalini Shakti into your spine to consciously lift you to Kailasa. It is irreversible permanent enlightenment, irreversible power manifestation, irreversible permanent empowerment.
Welcome back, everyone. So, as we were describing that from Sri Ramakrishna's life, when he shared that beautiful story, he tells that even though husband is the owner, the key to the house will be on the hip of the mother. Either you have to fall at the feet of the mother, or these small sons of the mother, only they can touch that place and remove the key. Nobody else can touch, so either surrender to the mother or the people who are closer to the mother to reach. Here there's a beautiful verse where Devi replied, telling that I am essentially Brahman. From me has proceeded the whole world comprising Prakriti and Purusha, the void and plenum. And I am all forms of bliss and non-bliss, knowledge and ignorance are myself. Brahman and non-Brahman are to be known, says the scriptures of Atharvana. The verse 3 of Devi Upanishad tells that I am the five elements, as also what is different from them. I am the entire world. I am the Veda, as well as what is different from it. I am the unborn, I am the born, below and above or around I am. Devi, the ultimate pure feminine consciousness, Parashakti, is the cosmic mother. It is her cosmic womb from which billions and billions of universes comes out and goes in. She is the source where the Big Bang and black holes goes on. Parashakti is the source Shakti, the source energy, the source power, from which all of us came, in which all of us are even now, in which all of us are going to merge. Out of our extreme compassion and love, Supreme Founder of Hinduism is manifesting, embodying the Nijavatar as Devi Parashakti and gracing us, answering all our questions, attending to our prayers, giving boons, healing us, revealing our past, present, and future, delivering profound spiritual truths, and ultimately giving us the experience of Paramashivoham itself. Let us now directly listen from the Devi's words, Devi Parashakti herself, about the Parashakti Akashic reading.
Om, 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 Om. ஓம் எனும் ஓங்காரத்து உட்பொருளாய் மலர்ந்து உயிர்த்தெழுந்து இறையனார் இடப்பாகத்திருந்து குமரிக்கண்டம் ஆளும் மீனாட்சி மலர்ந்தேன் இங்கு நல்லருள் செய்திடவும் நல்வாக்கு தந்திடவும் ஆனந்தம் ஞானத்தொடு பூரண அன்பு
ஏகம் அநேகமாய் ஆகிய இப்புவுலகிற்கு பரமசிவன் ஞானம் தர வந்தேன் பராசக்தி மீனாட்சி. அருளாட்சி அரசாட்சி பொருளாட்சியொடு கருணையே வடிவாய் கண்மலர்ந்து நன்மை செய்திட வந்திட்டேன். மாந்தர்கள் கேளுங்கள் இந்த பெருநன்மை சத்தியத்தை, கேட்டு நீங்கள் வாழ்ந்திட கேடும் பெருந்துக்கமும் உங்களுக்கில்லை. கேட்டிடுங்கள். இவ்வினாடி என்னை கண்டுகொண்டும் கேட்டுக்கொண்டும் இருக்கும் உங்கள் எல்லோர்க்கும் நான் அளிக்கும் தீட்சை, நானே நினைப்பும் மறப்பும் கடந்த உயிர்ப்பாய் உங்கள் எல்லோருக்குள்ளும் இருக்கின்றேன். பரமசிவோகம் 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 பரமசிவோகம். இதை தீட்சையாய் ஏற்று இதே உணர்வோடு அமர்ந்திருங்கள். உங்கள் எல்லோருக்கும் எல்லா நன்மையும் வரமும் ஞானமும் அருளும் அளிக்கின்றேன். ஓங்காரத்தின் உட்பொருளாய் வேதமொடு ஆகமம் மெய்யாய் வெளிப்பட்டு உபவேதங்கள் உபாகமங்கள் அனைத்துமாய் உயர்ந்து நின்று தத்துவங்கள் ஆராய் உண்மையை செப்பி ஜகம் முழுவதும் ஞானம் அளிக்கும் பாரதி பராசக்தி மீனாட்சி நான். ஆய கலைகள் 64 உடலும் மனமும் உயர்வை அடைந்திடும் பரமசிவ சக்திகளை உங்களுக்குள் மலர்த்தவே வந்திருக்கின்றேன். அஷ்ட சித்திகளும் அஷ்ட கன்மமும் ஆதி சக்தி பரமேஸ்வரியாய் மலர்ந்து உங்கள் அத்துணை பேருக்கும் ஆனந்தம் அளிக்கின்றேன். அஞ்சாதீர், ஆனந்தத்தோடிருப்பீர். ஓம் 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 ஹ்ரீம் 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 ஓம் ஹ்ரீம். ஓம் ஓம் ஓம்.
Let us now understand how to receive the Parashakti. Literally, you are seeing Paramashiva and Parashakti at that moment. She is there in your screen, so always receive her very traditionally. Keep 2 betel leaves, 1 banana, 1 betel nut, and 1 coin in front of the screen. Watch Devi. Coin is considered as a traditional dakshina. In the Hindu tradition, it can be the lowest value. In India, it can be even 1 paise. And in US, it can be even 1 cent. I'm not trying to monetize. Keep even 1 cent, it is okay. So for 100 days, if you have darshan, it'll add up to $1. In India, even 1 paise, it's okay. Offer that to Devi. After darshan is over, do namaskar and eat the banana, bitter leaf, and bitter nut. Take it as prasadam immediately. Collect those coins and send it to Los Angeles temples. And this betel leaf bitter nut may look too small, but in few days you will see how much it adds to your sentiment that really she is there. You will not take the Devi Darshan for granted. Rituals will break your monotonous, unconscious mentality and lifestyle and remind you and raise you to the powerful cognition, and it will break your unconscious behavior. Let us learn from the Supreme Founder of Hinduism himself how to prepare to receive the grace and blessings of Devi Parashakti.
I wanted to give you one sacred secret to all of you. Do this Panchabhuta Yoga. See, whenever you want to ask any question to Devi and receive the answer, on that day, do this Panchabhuta Yoga. Means apply only mud on the body and take bath. Don't apply any chemical on the body to take bath. Just that Puttuman means that ant hill mud. Only that apply on the body and take bath. Don't apply anything else. That is mud, earth part, earth component. Second, water. Drink only water that day. Don't eat, drink, don't do anything other than drinking water. When you come for the Parashakti's Akashic reading, at least for a few hours, prepare yourself. Maybe 10 hours ahead. Just drink only water and keep yourself active. Third, the fire in your stomach should be allowed to burn without any food dumped on it. Just the pure fire. You can chant Omkara to intensify it, or Mahavagya, Ajapa Japa, but pure fire, no food, nothing. That pure fire should be encouraged. And just be in the free air, open space, breathing the whole sky at least few hours before. And intensely unclutch to get the power of the space, Akasha. See, listen. Akasha is an intense energy. Just like the other bhutas, like earth, water, fire, air, the Akasha also is a pure consciousness. It is intelligence, living energy. Once you start unclutching, you manifest Akasha's energy in you, consciousness in you. So do this Panchabhuta Yoga. Your questions will be surely answered immediately by Parashakti. If you just do this Panchabhuta Yoga and come for the Devi Akashic reading, she will simply answer your questions. I'll repeat.
Yes. Now let us see the revelation of the Devi Parashakti. As we all know, during this pandemic time, Devi has given many revelations, especially to the people whom they want to save ourselves from this pandemic. So let's look into the one of the revelation of the Devi Parashakti and let us discuss about how Devi's solution is going to be the only solution for this pandemic.
ஓம் 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 ஓங்காரத்துயர்ந்து பாங்காய் வேதமொடு ஆகமமாய் வெளிப்பட்டு ரிங்கார்.
Language. So let's quickly go over the rough English translation of what Devi has revealed. Devi has said world cannot be sacrificed for the sake of conquests done by some ignorant thief who got stuck in Maya. Srishti should not have loss, cosmos should not have destruction. To save the cosmos from the Pralaya, I made a huge ship. Its name is Adi Kailasa. Adi Kailasa is the ship that will gather all the enlightened powers of this cosmos and save the people from the Pralaya. Through the tricks of the traitors, rules of the enemies, without any other way out, time has come for the side itself to leave. That is why the sky is boiling and moving towards a huge destruction. People, even if the children do mistake in ignorance by getting stuck in Maya, as it Parashakti, Paramashakti, Parashodasi, Manonmani, it's my responsibility to save the cosmos from the huge destruction. I'm telling some of the truths. Listen properly, not in thousands or lakhs. The lives will be lost in crores. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the good. Search for protection for your life. Here Devi has revealed about 3 aspects. What is the cause for the pandemic and how this pandemic is going to affect the world. And even though there are so much of conspiracies done against Devi Parashakti, it is Devi Parashakti's responsibility again to save the cosmos from the destruction. That is why she has revealed about the upcoming upfront pandemic, as she said in the numbers, and she especially warned the country India also. So now let us look into some of the status and reports from the multiple news agencies and World Health Organizations, how they seeing this pandemic and how they're reporting that how it's going to affect the world. As we all know, this pandemic has started since 2019, starting from the China, the Wuhan virus. Now it literally take over the country by literally almost 411 million cases have been still now found, and around 6 million deaths have been already recorded since the start of the pandemic. Now, this is not just a pandemic. They said that the impact of this pandemic going to fell for decades. The people infected with the COVID-19 had increased risk of developing heart conditions up to a year later. And many doctors believe that it is possible to have a long-term effect of the Omicron variant, which is that new variant which was found in South Africa years ago, few weeks ago, 11 months, but now around 80 million cases have been already identified across the globe. These conditions seems to be more and more pandemic, more and more variants are upcoming. As we all know, the lineage of variants starting from Alpha, Beta, and now the Omicron. There was a time where Delta took over the Alpha almost because of the 40 to 60% of more transmissible. Now, this Omicron is already proven it is 2.5 times faster, more transmissible than the earlier Delta variant. So the whole world is pinning the hope on one thing, which is vaccines. But that is not the quick fix solution now. There are still some part of the world, people who are not willing to take the vaccines, even though someone tried to take a vaccination. Scientists are not yet proved whether they didn't get virus is getting more scientific. So on the other side, the healthcare workers who are in the forefront, doctors fighting against this COVID pandemic, getting inside their thought. Here, the new study says healthcare workers had thought of suicide.
Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. I guarantee you, I will reach you wherever you are. be alive, somehow be alive for next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. It's my commitment to humanity.
I'm going to empower, enlighten each and every one of you with the fuel and energy of the parallel universe. I'll infuse this intense supernal effulgence DNA, Tejas, Ojas, Kundalini Shakti into your spine to consciously lift you to Maha Kailasa. It is irreversible permanent enlightenment, irreversible power manifestation, irreversible permanent empowerment.
Yes, welcome back. Let us look into the current situation of the world where many protocols which was followed during this pandemic time to combat the disease becoming redundant, starting from the wearing mask, and there was a time where the 6 feet, the following the protocol of 14 days quarantine become redundant because now the virus can able to transmit more than 200 days. There's a recent study. So all these protocols are becoming redundant, and now another shock which shows 2/3 with the Omicron says they have the COVID before, which means getting the Omicron back, getting the COVID virus back is more possible now, which is 2/3% is getting the people who are already got Omicron says they already have the COVID strain before. They include the healthcare workers and households with the children, so a lot of members under the one roof. The latest finding for the first 2 weeks of 2022, based on about 100,000 polymer chain reactions, about 4,000 were positive, by far the highest rate since the pandemic began. When the selection of them were sequenced to check what type of COVID was to blame, virtually all were Omicron. On the other side, till now, the Delta variant is not moved out of the community now. Still, people on the corner of the world have getting still the Delta variant. As Supreme Point of Hinduism, the reason Satsang has said, now the world war is happening. That's why there's so much of information or influence is not, information is not given on this pandemic, but this is happening as all together new pandemic. Virologist also said there should be consider this Delta and Omicron. We have to consider this new pandemic going on altogether. After discussing this lockdown and quarantine, the report says about 8% of the people infected with the SARS-CoV-2 may be able to transmit the virus for more than 2 months without manifesting any symptoms during the final stage of the infection. So this is the state where we are now. Here, Devi has given the conscious solution, starting from multi-layer quarantine, which is given by the Supreme Fund of Hinduism all across the globe. And next, Devi has blessed the Vaidisaro Linga, which is going to be a cure solution for the pandemic. Here, Devi has given also 8 ways to protect ourselves from the COVID pandemic with the conscious solutions. Let us look into the Devi's revelations, and we're going to have the rough translation of what Devi has said also.
Parashodasi Meenakshi, Parameshwari Meenakshi, Parashakti Meenakshi, இங்கு எழுந்து அருளினோம் எல்லோர்க்கும் ஞானமும் தன்மையும் தந்திட நன்மையெல்லாம் அளித்திட நாமே வந்தோம் இங்கு கைலாசத்தின் சுவாமினியாய் பரமசிவன் கிரகத்திருந்து நம் அனுக்கிரகத்தினால்
நித்யானந்தன் விக்கிரகமாய் மலர்ந்தோம். உங்கள் எல்லோருக்கும் நல்லதை செய்திட, நன்மையை சொல்லிட, தர்மார்த்த காம மோக்ஷம் எனும் புருஷார்த்தங்கள் நாளும் பொங்கி மலர்ந்திட வந்தேன் இங்கு. மாந்தர்கள் கொடுந்தொற்று கொரோனா கண்டு அஞ்ச வேண்டாம். 8 வழியின் மூலமாகவும் எண்ணத்தில் தியானித்து என்னை பிரார்த்தித்தல் ஒன்று, சமூக வலைதளங்கள் மூலமாய் என்னை சரணடைதல் 2, எங்கெல்லாம் என் மகமாரி வடிவத்தில் நான் குடிகொண்டிருக்கின்றேனோ அங்கெல்லாம் பூமிதித்து என்னை வழிபடுவது 3, நெஞ்சில் மஞ்சள் தடவி வேப்பம் சாரருந்தி தினந்தோறும் என்னை தியானிப்பது 4, நிர்விகல்ப நிலையிருந்து நித்யானந்தத்தை நிறைத்து உயிர்வது 5, சிவ 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 எனும் பிரபஞ்ச பெரும் நாதத்தை அஜபா ஜபமாய் நிகழ்த்தல் 6, நிறைவான பூரண மனத்தோடு வாழைப்பழத்தோலும் வெங்காயமும் குதிகாலில் வைத்து பத்திட்டு நித்திரையில் அடங்குவது 7, பூரணமாய் பரிபூரணமாய் அருணாச்சல ஸ்மரணையில் நினைப்பும் மறப்பும் அருந்த உணர்வு என ஸ்புரிக்கும் அருணாச்சல ஸ்மரணையில் ஆனந்த ஸ்புரணத்தில் இருப்பது 8 எனும் 8 முறையிலும் என எண்ணியோர் அத்துணை பேருக்கும் இல்லை கொரோனா கொடுந்தொற்றின் தாக்கமும் கொரோனா கொடுந்தொற்றின் பயமும்.
Here, let us look into the translation of what Devi has revealed. Devi has said, "Oh humans, don't be scared of deadly coronavirus. Through these 8 ways, even if you follow any one of these ways, Devi has blessed each one of us. You will be saved from this pandemic." The first is praying and meditating on Devi Parashakti, surrendering to Devi Parashakti through the social media. Wherever Devi is residing, worshipping Devi by doing the fire walking. Fourth is applying turmeric in the church, drinking neem juice and meditating on Devi Parashakti every day. Fifth, being in the unclutched state, filling with the eternal bliss. Sixth is doing a japa of the cosmic sound, Shiva, Shiva and Shiva. Seventh, with a complete mind, applying banana peel and onion in heels and going to sleep. Eighth, being in the state of beyond any remembrance of or forgetting in the Arunachala Spurna, the blossom as Aham, Aham in the state of Ananda Spurna. So these are the 8 ways where Devi has given the solution as a conscious solution for all of us who are suffering from this pandemic. Devi has not only given, she has blessed and booned each and every one of us. Even if you follow any one of these 8 ways authentically, you will be saved out of this pralayam. So with this, we come to the end of this segment where we have seen the manifestation of Devi Parashakti as the Avatar of Supreme Pandu of Hinduism and revelation given by Devi Parashakti. Here, Devi's solutions to the pandemic also. So with this, we come to the end of the segment. We'll be moving on to the next segment. After a short break, we request each one of you to stay tuned. Nithyanandam.
Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. I guarantee you, I will reach you wherever you are. Be alive, somehow be alive for next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. It's my commitment to humanity.
I'm going to empower, enlighten each and every one of you with the fuel and energy of the parallel universe. I'll infuse this intense supernal effulgence DNA, Tejas, Ojas, Kundalini Shakti into your spine to consciously lift you to Kailasa. It is irreversible permanent enlightenment, irreversible power manifestation, irreversible permanent empowerment. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside. I am your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. Your consciousness as power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. Time itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself.
Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrusham Tattvamasyaadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Nithyanandam. According to the data from the International Union for Conservation of Nature, the IUCN's Red List of Threatened Species, over 8,400 species of wild fauna and flora are critically endangered, while close to 30,000 more are understood to be endangered or vulnerable. That is roughly 28% of all addressed species. Based on these estimates, it is suggested that over 1 million species are threatened with extinction.
The importance of preserving our ecosystems cannot be emphasized enough. The extinction of animal and plant species directly impacts our health, our livelihood, our environment, and the economy. According to the United Nations Environment Programme, our food systems, nutrition, health, clean water, climate, and fresh water depend on biodiversity and healthy ecosystems, an interdependent web of animal, plant, fungal, and bacterial life. We must remember that as citizens of the world, it is our collective responsibility to protect the planet and all beings who reside in it.
As you may know now, today, March 3rd is World Wildlife Day as declared by United Nations. It is a day to seek to draw attention to the conservation status of some of the most critically endangered species of wild fauna and flora, and to drive discussions towards imagining and implementing solutions to conserve them. Mr. Antonio Guterres, Secretary General of United Nations, shared, "Each year on World Wildlife Day, we celebrate the beauty and wonder of our planet's wild plants and animals. Why do we care about wildlife? Beyond a moral duty to sustain the earth, humanity depends on essential products and services that nature provides, from food and fresh water to pollution control and carbon storage. By damaging the natural world, we threaten our own well-being."
In Hinduism, animals and plants are equally embodied with the existence of the divine and fully deserve mutual respect and human compassion. Hinduism is rooted on the principles of ahimsa, non-violence, Advaita, oneness with all beings, and Vasudevam Kutumbakam, the whole world is one family. The Yajurveda, verse 14.8 declares, "With the earth and the environment, protect and strengthen my pranic energy, protect and strengthen the apana air going down and out, protect and strengthen my vyana air circulating in the body system, give the divine light to my eye, the divine voice to my ear, protect and promote the waters, refresh and promote the greenery, protect the diapens, humans and birds, protect the four-footed animals, bring the showers of rain from heaven."
And the Atharva Veda also declares, and this is the translation, "O teeth, you eat rice, you eat barley, you eat gram, and you eat sesame. These cereals are specifically meant for you. But do not kill those who are capable of being fathers and mothers."
Protecting our planet, Mother Earth, Bhudevi, and all its inhabitants is part of the core foundation of the mission of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasanidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. With the blessings of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, this program is brought to you by Kailasa UN Mission in collaboration with Sri Kailasa Uniting Nations for Ethical Environmentalism and Sri Kailasa Uniting Nations for Animal Rights. And who is the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism? Let us now watch a short video.
Founder of Kailasa, Paramashiva, and his 1008th incarnation, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasanidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam, is the reviver of Kailasa, the enlightened civilization, the greatest Hindu nation. His Divine Holiness was birthed by his predecessors of enlightened masters, great rishis, munis, siddhas, who predicted and recognized His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam as an incarnation of Paramashiva as per the science of incarnation described in Hinduism. From his first Chaturmasya at the age of 3 in the year 1980 until the age of 16 in the year 1994, the Supreme Pontiff was trained for the revival of Kailasa. He began reviving Kailasa from the age of 16 after the coronation on the 25th May 1994. Kailasa that we see today is 26 years of sincere hard work of the reviver and Hindu diaspora all over the world.
the problems of the modern day humanity, Sanatana Hindu Dharma is solution. Whether the terrorism or climate change, natural calamities or man-made calamities, for all the problems humanity is facing, the only solution is science of living enlightenment, revealed by Paramashiva from the Vedagamas in the modern day through this body. I am a Hindu revivalist, not by any revolution, but by evolution and setting model communities. Understand? Kailasa is reviving the ancient Hindu enlightened civilization. Paramashiva manifested this Kailasa Mandala, the enlightenment ecosystem and the lifestyle. I am going to revive this whole enlightenment ecosystem, Kailasa, by creating a model Kailasas all over the world. I will work sincerely and revive this spiritual science.
Building a nation is not a project accomplished overnight or by virtue of hope. Kailasa is the manifestation of 26 years of sincere hard work, sacrifices, integrity of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam, and the Hindu diaspora worldwide for the past 26 years for the enlightenment of humanity.
And your hosts for today's program on World Wildlife Day are Her Excellency Ma Vijayapriya Nithyananda, Permanent Ambassador of Kailasa to the UN, as well as delegates of Sri Kailasa, Manitya Sri Priyananda, Manitya Katitananda, and myself, Manitya Swatantra Priyananda. We warmly welcome each and every one of you on this very important day. And so why is World Wildlife Day so important? From the oxygen we breathe, to the water we drink, to the food we eat, the natural environment supplies crucial resources that keep all life on Earth afloat. The framework with which nations operate needs to be re-examined to rise to the occasion of an emergency and address the issues of environmental degradation on a larger scale with forethought. So the main question that we all need to ask ourselves is, how can I contribute? Every voice matters, every action matters. What may begin as one's individual decision has the power to turn into a massive global movement. And so we encourage each and every one of you to share your thoughts in the comment section live on our social media throughout today's presentation.
Thank you, Ma Swatantra Priya. And before diving into the core of the subject, let us now look at how the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is working towards the protection of wildlife and how it relates to the UN Sustainable Development Goals 2030. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has launched 108 humanitarian initiatives through Sri Kailasa Uniting Nations or SKUN to spread the great spiritual truths of Hinduism from its age old scriptures, the Veda Agamas, all over the world. For instance, Hinduism is a totality of at least 10,000 indigenous traditions and nations. Through the SKUN initiatives, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is working to revive all these traditions and uniting all nations. And as it pertains to the protection of our environment, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism launched SKUN for ethical environmentalism, the SKUN for animal rights, SKUN for organic and sustainable agriculture, SKUN for energy and natural resources, for the protection of sacred spaces and sites, SKUN against toxification of oceans and lands, SKUN against deforestation, and the Sri Kailasa Uniting Nations Initiative for protecting the ocean. And these SKUN or SKUN initiatives directly align to the Sustainable Development Goals number 13, 14, and 15. Number 13 is to take action, urgent action, to combat climate change and its impacts. SDG number 14, to conserve and sustainably use the oceans, seas, and marine resources. And SDG number 15, sustainably manage forests, combat desertification, halt and reverse land degradation, and halt biodiversity loss.
So, why should we all care about protecting our planet and its diversity? Let us take a look at a few statistics. According to the World Wildlife Fund, more than half the world's land-based plants and animals and three-quarters of all birds live in and around forests. However, in the time it takes to say deforestation, another chunk of forest the size of a football pitch is destroyed. There's only about half the number of trees on the planet today that there were when humans first evolved. And the fastest rate of forest destruction has been in the past couple of centuries. Up to 15 billion trees are now being cut down every year across the world.
And how does deforestation impact us? According to the World Wildlife Fund, WWF, forests have a big influence on rainfall patterns, water and soil quality, and food prevention as well. Millions of people rely directly on forests as their home or for making a living. But the risk from deforestation go even wider. Trees absorb and store carbon dioxide. If forests are cleared or even disturbed, they release carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases. Forest loss and damage is the cause of around 10% of global warming. Hinduism beautifully explains how trees can actually help us unlock extraordinary yogic powers, which the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism personally witnessed. Let us now watch a short video in which the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, from the context of revealing the Kaya Kalpa science to the world, the science of immortality, describes how he witnessed Mona Swami's extraordinary yogic ability to receive sugar from an ilupai tree through pranayama, breathing only.
This Mauna Swami, he used to sit in that Ilippai tree breathing space. The Ilippai tree, it used to be a tall tree. All trees have their own breathing space. To the level, to the length to the circumference, they spread their flower, fruits, smell is their breathing space. So this temple tower in which this Mauna Swami was sitting comes within the breathing space of that Ilupai tree. So when he sits there and does his pranayama, that Ilupai tree's smell, breathing space, goes into his body, his internal organs receive glucose, sugar, directly just from that prana without taking any white sugar, brown sugar, anything from external source. Understand? This is the same principle of Havis. You offer everything in the Homa, in the fire, in the Agni. Those gods and goddesses come down and take that into their breathing space. It becomes power, prana for them, food for them, and they bless you. Same principle here, that Ilupai tree was intensely keeping its breathing space sugar filled. Anyone sits under the Ilupai tree, intensely smells, does pranayama of that Ilupai tree's breathing space, can live without the need for external source of glucose, without taking white sugar, brown sugar, any source for glucose is not needed externally from the external source. Your internal organs will be so active, they can directly get the glucose energy by the pranayama under the Ilupai tree. And I have seen it for number of years. When he gave that explanation, I felt, oh God, what a powerful method of existing.
And on February 26, 2021, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism explained that by sitting under the banyan tree in Birdi, Adinam in India, and doing pranayama, our backbone will be filled with the energy needed to raise the Kundalini. He said, each tree's breathing space has certain energy. When you do pranayama under that tree, that energy gets filled inside your system.
And so, what is Kailasa specifically doing to preserve our environment? Let us take a look at a few of Kailasa's many initiatives. Through Kailasa's international humanitarian agency, the Green Om, launched by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Kailasa has implemented, number 1, the Clean Air Initiative, number 2, the Sustainable Agriculture, number 3, reduction in carbon footprint, number 4, the Go Zero Waste Initiative, number 5, Say No to Plastics Initiative, number 6, Climate Resilient Planet Initiative.
And through Kailasa's international humanitarian agency, Blue Om, launched by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Kailasa takes collective responsibility towards the protection of animals and is spreading awareness with the vision for a world where animals can peacefully survive and thrive. In Kailasa, animals too are initiated into the powers of Paramashiva. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism reveals the Yoga Prashtas. Yoga Prashta meaning people who are almost about to get enlightened, but body was lost due to some reason. They come down as this kind of animal and plant, live in the presence of the master, and get liberated in a very short span without wasting the time in taking the human body and taking the human birth. There's a beautiful sharing from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, where he says, do not touch a single tree, do not touch a single animal living around in this area. They're all here for my satsanga.
Kailasa is home to the sacred Kalpavriksha banyan tree. Banyan tree is known for its ability to emit a large amount of oxygen. Banyan trees are one of the few trees that produce oxygen at night, ensuring the air's purity and decreasing the existence of carbon dioxide in the environment. In Ayurveda, the banyan tree is believed to heal many diseases and infections. It has a medicinal properties apart from its rich oxygen emission. The banyan tree housed in Adi Kailasa Nithyananda Paramashivam is Kalpavriksha, a wish-fulfilling tree living in the abode of Lord Paramashiva.
Amongst many other varieties of species, Kailasa is also home to many peepal trees. Peepal is considered to be the largest oxygen provider among other trees. Peepal continues to produce oxygen throughout the day, and unlike many other plants, the peepal tree has the ability to produce oxygen at night due to a special photosynthesis process called cross-Lucian acid metabolism. The tree not only purifies the surroundings, but hosts as the cure for up to 50 disorders as prescribed in Ayurveda. In the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 10, verse 26, Bhagwan Shri Krishna reveals, Ashvatha sarva vrikshanam devarshinam cha naradaha Gandharvanam Chitraratha Siddhanam Kapilo Munahi. And it translates, amongst trees, I am the peepal tree, the sacred fig tree. Of the celestial sages, I am Narad. Amongst the Gandharvas, I am Chitrat. And amongst the Siddhas, I am Sage Kapil. We often forget how powerful nature is. So let us now watch a video in which the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism beautifully shares how Mother Earth, Bhudevi, knows exactly how to take best care of us.
My guru used to tell, please walk without chappal or covering your feet. Whatever grows in that land, eat, because Mother Earth records when you walk without shoes what all the ingredients are missing in your body. She records what you need for your body, nutrients or vitamins, whatever. Whatever is missing in your body, she produces in that food which grows in that land. And eat that and live. It is too mind-boggling concept. I tell you, only after I started doing it, I realized you don't need any external medicine if you know to live with the nature. Mother Earth, Bhumata, walk on the earth without shoes. In that land, what grows will supply exactly what you need for your body. Looks too difficult to believe, But after I started doing that, I realized it. Your body does not need any other medicine, anything else. Actually, maybe 2 years before, due to these continuous classes, day and night, and in the night time, the web-based programs for the outside India, all these, my whole eating habits have gone chaos, and no question of rest. It became like a too much on the system. So I had some stomach issues. I remembered my guru telling this: walk on the earth, and what grows, eat. So I started walking without chappal for a few days. Suddenly I saw in my courtyard a new plant coming up. No seed, nothing, just coming up. I was wondering what is going on. How come suddenly, between the rocks, new plant coming up. And one of the devotee Ayurvedic doctor, he said, Swamiji, if you can get this plant and add it in your food, your stomach will be completely healed. I said, where to get? When he walked into the courtyard, he said, this is the plant. This is the plant. And throughout the campus we searched, we did not find another one. Nobody knows from where the seed has come, from where the plant has come. Understand, it is not that just for me miraculously nature is doing. It is the nature's life. I was ready to play with it, so she showed the miracles to me. Anybody willing to play with her, she shows her miracles to you. Nature is miraculous. If we are ready to play, she shows it. She demonstrates her love, her care. If we go back to the food with life, our life also will start more interacting, more alive, more vibrant, more overflowing.
And now let us look at more statistics. A landmark report from the Intergovernmental Science Policy Platform on Biodiversity and Ecosystem Services, the IPBES, states that nature is, on a global level, declining at an unprecedented rate. For example, bee populations have dwindled in recent years, with a reduction of over 60% in the United States since 1947. And how does the extinction of bees impact us? Bees are responsible for pollinating approximately 250,000 plant species, including multiple plants that compose much of an average human diet. Bee pollination is highly valuable to the US Agricultural Department, bringing billions of dollars every year to the economy. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, beautifully explains how we can determine the quality of the environment we live in, which is connected to the presence of bees and sparrows. Let us find out how by watching a short video.
Mahadeva says in Kamikagama, a village should have naturally formed honeycombs. The drainage, hen, duck should drink that water and survive. I was thinking, what is the meaning of all that? If the drainage water drunk by ducks and hen and they survive, means the whole thing is organic. There is no chemical in that, in your cooking, in your day-to-day living. If the natural bees are growing honeycombs, means that air pollution, understand, for a bee to survive, 4 things are required. The ground cannot be polluted. In polluted ground, if a flower grows, if the bee drinks that honey, it will die in few seconds. First thing, the land has to be pure. Second thing, from that land, the flowers which come up, they have to be pure, means air has to be pure. Third, the water source has to be pure. Only then the honey which comes in that water, in that flower will be pure. So the bee can drink that honey, flourish and build honeycomb. Understand, bee does not fly more than 1.5 kilometers in their whole lifetime. They live in 1.5 kilometer region only, maximum 1.5 kilometers. Moving them beyond 1.5 kilometers is a big job. It's almost like they lose their balance if they fly continuously more than 1.5 kilometers. So within 1.5 kilometers only they will settle down. If there is a place, natural honeycomb farming, Sadashiva says that is a blessed ground, start living there, I reside there. Now I understand why he says what he says. And he says, hang mango flower, understand, not fruit, flower, mango flower. Before becoming fruit, that mango will give a flower, small flowers. Mango flower, neem flower, rice, paddy. Hang all that in your door frame. Sparrows should come and eat them. Only then you can live in that house. Means sparrows have very sensitive lungs. If the air pollution level in that area is very pure, only then the sparrows will come and live there, survive there. If the sparrows are not living or chirping, that place, air pollution is not conducive for human lungs to breathe.
Kailasa seeks to establish lifestyles with zero impact on the environment and promote. Kailasa has enforced the directive measures instructed in Kamika Agama, Purvapada, Patala 30, verses 17 to 19, promoting a completely vegetarian lifestyle as directed in the Executive Order dated November 14th, 2020. For a progressive environment and for the contribution of the ethical treatment of the animals, to create a toxin-free, pollutants-free environment where honeycombs are formed naturally, where hens, ducks should survive by drinking drainage water, to create ecosystems where the doorframe of every house will carry mango flower, neem flower, rice paddy hung at the doorframe of the houses, such that it facilitates sparrows and other birds to eat.
And let us now take a look at more statistics. Ocean species are disappearing faster than those on land, based on research published in the journal Nature, with fewer ways to seek refuge from warming. Ocean-dwelling species are disappearing from their habitats at twice the rate of those on land. There are 5.25 trillion pieces of plastic waste estimated to be in our oceans. 269,000 tons float. 4 billion microfibers per kilometer square dwell below the surface. 70% of our debris sinks into the ocean's ecosystem. 50% floats, and 15% lands on our beaches. In terms of plastic, 8.3 million tons are discarded in the sea yearly. 80% of global marine pollution comes from agricultural runoff, untreated sewage, discharge of nutrients, and pesticides. And in times of human-made, man-made catastrophe, calamities, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism conducts Atma Shanti, which is the liberation of the soul for the lives lost. For example, on October 4th, 2021, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism performed Atma Shanti for all the wildlife lost due to the large oil spill in the Californian beach. The oil spill of 126,000 gallons spreading on the southern Californian beaches and extending to the wetlands, killing millions of wildlife. This worst spill has also been one of the biggest ever in the history of Southern California. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism also prays for the healing of the planet Earth and urges the Kailasa Uniting Nations for Climate Change and the humanitarian agency Red Om to extend its aids for the same.
And one of the most, if not the most powerful way in which the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is working for the protection of the environment is by reviving the sacred Hindu science of power manifestation and initiating millions into it. The science of power manifestation, as revived by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, comes directly from the sacred Hindu scriptures. And there is a beautiful Shastra Pramana from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 113, Dharana 87. And it says, fix your gaze without perceiving, immediately experience oneness and express powers, Kaivalya. And the Shastra Pramana says, Sampradayamimam Devi Shruno Samyak Vadamyaham Kaivalyam Sajate Sadhyo Netrayo Stabdharmatrayoho. And it translates, O Devi, listen to the sacred tradition. I shall reveal it to you vividly, completely. Just keep your eyes completely wide open. Do not see or perceive anything by simply keeping it fixed with a steady gaze on the reality within. By this, the state of aloneness, Kaivalya, the oneness that expresses as extraordinary powers and experiences, will occur immediately. In this sutra, Paramashiva reveals the technique of experiencing oneness with him, and from that oneness awaken the powers of the third eye. And one may wonder, how is the science of power manifestation related to protecting the environment? How is it connected? Well, let's find out.
As of now, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has initiated his students into 463 powers of Paramashiva. The powers of Shaktis are time-tested and foolproof, each one being established in Shastra Pramana, the ancient source scriptures of Hinduism; Apta Pramana, the authorities of Hinduism, the Vedic rishis and scientists who time-tested and verified the sciences; Atma Pramana, the accounts of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, the millennials, avatar own experiences of the powers; Sakshi Pramana, the experience of millions of disciples, devotees, and followers initiated into the science of power manifestation by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism.
And how does power manifestation relate to the achievement of the Sustainable Development Goals 2030 of the United Nations? It relates to the Sustainable Development Goals number 13, to take urgent action to combat climate change and its impacts; to number 14, conserve and sustainably use the oceans, seas, and marine resources; to number 15, to sustainably manage forest, combat desertification, halt and reserve land degradation, halt biodiversity loss. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has initiated his disciples into various powers of nature. For example, the power of changing the Vatavarana, atmosphere, weather; the power of bringing clouds and making it rain or stopping rain at will; the power of getting a plant to respond to our questions at will, the power of plants growing all kinds of fruit in the same plant. For example, a mango tree should also fruit dates or avocados or any other fruit. The power of germinating a seed through the third eye. The power of communicating with and understanding animals. The power of telepathy with animals, talking, communicating, and understanding animals without words. The power of initiation with animals, making animals manifest powers.
Thank you, Ma Vijayapriya. And on the power of manifesting rain at will, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism shared on June 5th, 2017, on World Environment Day. The world witnessed the power of Hindu science as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism initiated devotees in 108 locations worldwide to manifest rain simultaneously to heal Mother Nature. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism explains, "It is not just pouring rain. I am balancing nature. I am healing Prakriti. I am healing nature, healing Mother Earth. In Vedagamic tradition, Prakriti is considered as Mother, Adi Shakti, and Purusha is considered as Paramashiva, source material." On the power of talking, communicating, and understanding animals without words, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism shared, "I myself have seen this great yogi, Yogi Yogananda Puri, my teacher, expressing different kinds of powers. Just through sound, he will play whatever he wants. Just he will play with the sound and create a kind of sound as if dog is inviting, barking. In the dog's language, a kind of invitation. This whole surrounding, some 60, 70 dogs, will gather around him suddenly, and he will create some kind of sound which gets converted into smell. Just by sound, he will create a smell. All the snakes in that area will start crawling around him. Kind of a dull smell he will create just by sound. All the snakes in that area will start coming near him. Means extraordinary powers." So let us now watch a short video in which you will see how animals who are initiated by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism also manifest extraordinary Shaktis, such as the power of consciousness over matter, moving a coconut from the hand through the power of third eye, which you will witness in this short video.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Such a beautiful video. And as we end today's presentation on World Wildlife Day, we would like to thank each and every one of you for being here. We do hope that you will have gained a greater understanding about how the revival of the ancient enlightened Hindu civilization is not only good for humanity, but necessary to save our planet. On April 18th, 2020, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism shared, "It is we, Hindus, our responsibility to establish this sustainable, cosmic logic-based communities all over the world, at least for people to learn, see, pick up, and practice." On that same day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism further shared that we must stop stealing from animals, their organs, or their life itself, and that we must get back to a non-violent lifestyle. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism declared, "This is the dharma we need to follow to get out of the karma we created due to our delusion and wrong conclusions. We just need to organize ourselves and set the model communities, sustainable, vegetarian, organic, cosmic logic tuned. Kailasas need to be established as a model to the whole world to set a trend and show to the world it is not luxury anymore. It is a survival need. And let us now end today's presentation with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sarvam Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam Padukarpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam.
Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. I guarantee you, I will reach you wherever you are. Be alive, somehow be alive for next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. It's my commitment to humanity.
I'm going to empower, enlighten each and every one of you with the fuel and energy of the parallel universe. I'll infuse this intense supernal effulgence DNA, Tejas, Ojas, Kundalini Shakti into your spine to consciously lift you to Maha Kailasa. It is irreversible permanent enlightenment, irreversible power manifestation, irreversible permanent empowerment. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside. I am your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. Your consciousness as power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. Time itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. signs of life can be realized with a greater ability to visualize. Greater science is the equivalent word for Hinduism. When you understand the greater science of life, greater courage, more possibility, more fearlessness, more joy, more bliss. When you visualize Paramashiva with 25 heads, 75 eyes, 50 hands, your consciousness becomes ferocious, and that ability to visualize, you will get involved in everything deeply. Involved people are the most delicious, most sweet, most beautiful, most juiciest beings of planet Earth.
Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. I guarantee you, I will reach you wherever you are. Be alive, somehow be alive for next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. It's my commitment to humanity.
I'm going to empower, enlighten each and every one of you with the fuel and energy of the parallel universe. I'll infuse this intense supernal effulgence DNA, Tejas, Ojas, Kundalini Shakti into your spine to consciously lift you to Kailasa. It is irreversible permanent enlightenment, irreversible power manifestation, irreversible permanent empowerment. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression, or the worst suicidal patterns, or life negativity? Only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside. I am your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. Your consciousness as power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. Time itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. greater signs of life can be realized with a greater ability to visualize. Greater science is the equivalent word for Hinduism. When you understand the greater science of life, greater courage, more possibility, more fearlessness, more joy, more bliss. When you visualize Paramashiva with 25 heads, 75 eyes, 50 hands, your consciousness becomes ferocious, and that ability to visualize, you will get involved in everything deeply. Involved people are the most delicious, most sweet, most beautiful, most juiciest beings of planet Earth.
Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. I guarantee you, I will reach you wherever you are. Be alive, somehow be alive for next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. It's my commitment to humanity.
I'm going to empower, enlighten each and every one of you with the fuel and energy of the parallel universe. I'll infuse this intense supernal effulgence DNA, Tejas, Ojas, Kundalini Shakti into your spine to consciously lift you to Kailasa. It is irreversible permanent enlightenment, irreversible power manifestation, irreversible permanent empowerment.
Nithyanam everyone, we will. Nithyanam everyone, we welcome you back. So now we will be entering into the next segment of Bhava Samadhi Darshan of Devi Parashakti. So in this segment, we are going to be learning about how to connect to Devi Parashakti through the social media. So in this, we'll be presenting few of the platforms, few of the major social media platform through which Devi Parashakti is making available to all of us and gracing blessings and receiving our questions, our prayer request to those. And then we will also be presenting how to offer your respect, your gratitude to Devi Parashakti through the various ritualistic way. So let us now enter into the this segment. So the first social media platform we are going to have is YouTube. So through YouTube, you can connect to Devi Parashakti. So to connect to YouTube, you need to go to YouTube channel and search for Kailasa's HDH Nithyananda. That is the official YouTube channel of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So here you will get all the live that comes from the Kailasa. So once you subscribe and click on the bell button, you get the continuous notifications of all the live program that happens. And also you get the update of new videos which gets uploaded on this channel. Now to connect with the Devi Parashakti, you need to click on the join button. So through that you will become the membership. You need to subscribe to one of the membership plan from this YouTube channel. So once you click on the join channel, you will get the various membership plan for your country. You can choose any one of the plan. And once you subscribe to the plan, you get access to a live chat option. Once you get the access to the live chat option, you can ask any questions, boon, blessings that you want to ask to Devi Parashakti. So through this live chat option, Devi Parashakti will be directly taking your questions, your prayer request, and she will be answering, she will be attending to your questions. For your answers to get answered, in the previous segment, we presented one technique given by Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, the Pancha Mahabhuta Yoga. So once you do the Pancha Mahabhuta Yoga before coming to the live Devi Parashakti Akashic reading, once you have prepared yourself, your body, your mind, your consciousness, through the Pancha Mahabhuta Yoga, and then once you put your questions, your prayer request to Devi Parashakti, she will surely answer to your prayer request. The next platform is going to be Facebook. So through Facebook also you can connect with Devi Parashakti. To connect to Devi Parashakti through the Facebook, you need to search for Kailasa's HDH Nithyananda Paramashivam on the Facebook. So this is the official Facebook handle of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So here you do not have to have any subscription plan. You can directly remove. Okay. So you click on the following button, and once you start following, you will get the notification regarding all the live program that happen on this channel. So once the live program is happening, you'll get the notification. You can come to this channel and go to the live feed. Under the live feed, you can go to the comment section, and under the comment section, you are expected to put your questions or prayer request. So all the questions and prayer requests are directly attended by Devi Parashakti through this platform also. So this is the second platform through which you can connect to Devi Parashakti. Now we'll move to the third platform. And third platform is Twitter handle. So on the Twitter, again, you can connect to Devi Parashakti. You have to go to official Twitter handle of on the Twitter handle, you have to search for Sri Nithyananda, @Sri Nithyananda. Once you search for this, you will get the Twitter handle with the name Kailasa's HDH Nithyananda Paramashivam. Here, once you click on the following and bell button, you will get the notifications for the various live program that happens from the Sri Kailasa. So once the Bhava Samadhi Darshan is happening, you'll get the notifications. You can come to the Twitter and go to the live feed. Here under the live feed, you have to click on reply button. Under the reply section of this tweet, you have to tweet with the hashtag ask the avatar. Do not forget to put hashtag ask the avatar. So you whatever prayer request or questions you have to always put with the hashtag ask the avatar. The next is Paramashivoham level 3. As you all must be aware that Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is conducting Paramashivoham level 3 program. So 2 days back on the day of Mahasivaratri, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism inaugurated the Paramashivoham level 3 program. Still you have an option to become part of this program. To join this program, you can show your intentions by going to kailasa.org/Paramashivoham. You can put your registrations, your intentions for Paramashivoham. If you have any obstacle, still if you have not been able to overcome your obstacle, you can ask for the help, and some of our causing team member will connect with you, help you to manifest this Paramashivoham level 3. Also, to enrich more and more people and showing your intention for Paramashivoham level 3, you can put the Facebook, you can update your Facebook cover image with the updated Paramashivoham banner. For that, also you need to go to kailasa.org/Paramashivoham. Scroll towards the end of the page, download the Facebook cover image, upload the Facebook cover image in your Facebook. So through that way, you will also be showing your intention for the Paramashivoham level 3. And this way, you can also enrich your friends and family for this ongoing program. So Paramashivoham level 3 is a 21-day program. It has 10 days and 21 day. Two different programs, two different options are available. You can go for any one. So the next platform through which you can connect to Devi Parashakti is the Instagram. So on Instagram, you need to go to official Instagram handle of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Search for Sri Nithyananda, that is the official Instagram handle. Here you click on the following button. Once you click follow Sri Nithyananda, and then you'll get the notifications of the upcoming live program. Once the live is going on, you'll get the notification. You can come to the live feed, go to the comment section, and under comment section, you can put your questions or prayer request to Devi Parashakti. Through that also, Devi Parashakti will be addressing to your questions. Now we'll go to the next platform, and that is the official the government website, and that is kailasa.org. So here on the kailasa.org, you can put your questions directly through the WhatsApp. So on the left side, you will get the WhatsApp widget. Under the WhatsApp widget, you go for whatever prayer request you have, you type it there, and your questions will directly be going to the WhatsApp. So through there also, some of the members will be attending to your questions, and Devi Parashakti will be attending, receiving all your questions through this WhatsApp. Through this platform also you can connect to Devi Parashakti. So these are some of the major platforms through which Devi Parashakti is making herself available. She is also making herself available through the hundreds of social media channels of the various digital handles, digital assets of Sri Kailasa. But these are some of the measures through which Devi Parashakti, you can directly put your questions, your prayer request, which will be attended by Devi Parashakti. Through this platform, you can connect, and also you can help your friends and family to connect to Devi Parashakti. So it will take only a few minutes for you to share all the live that comes. So whenever the live feed is coming, please go to live feed, share with your friends and family in the WhatsApp, on the social media platform. Also like, comment, and share with as many as people possible. So through all this way, you will be able to help the humanity with the problems that they are facing, specifically with the ongoing problem of the COVID-19. As we saw in the last segment, that humanity, the world has tried many possible solutions, and none of the solutions seems to be permanent. They all seems to be very temporary. And here Devi Parashakti is making herself available and giving us the solution, which is permanent, which is very easy and at the same time powerful to protect from the deadly impact of COVID-19. So with this, we come to the end of this specific section on enriching and enriching. So now we will move to the next segment. But before we move to the next segment, I would like to have a short break. So all of you, please stay tuned.
Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. I guarantee you, I will reach you wherever you are. Be alive, somehow be alive for next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. It's my commitment to humanity.
I'm going to empower, enlighten each and every one of you with the fuel and energy of the parallel universe. I'll infuse this intense supernal effulgence DNA, Tejas, Ojas, Kundalini Shakti into your spine to consciously lift you to Kailasa. It is irreversible permanent enlightenment, irreversible power manifestation, irreversible permanent empowerment. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside. I am your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. Your consciousness as power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. Time itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. Greater signs of life can be realized with a greater ability to visualize. Greater science is the equivalent word for Hinduism. When you understand the greater science of life, greater courage, more possibility, more fearlessness, more joy, more bliss. When you visualize Paramashiva with 25 heads, 75 eyes, 50 hands, your consciousness becomes ferocious, and that ability to visualize, you will get involved in everything deeply. Involved people are the most delicious, most sweet, most beautiful, most juiciest beings of planet Earth.
Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. I guarantee you, I will reach you wherever you are. Be alive, somehow be alive for next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. It's my commitment to humanity.
I'm going to empower, enlighten each and every one of you with the fuel and energy of the parallel universe. I'll infuse this intense supernal effulgence DNA, Tejas, Ojas, Kundalini Shakti into your spine to consciously lift you to Maha Kailasa. It is irreversible permanent enlightenment, irreversible power manifestation, irreversible permanent empowerment. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution.
Nithyanandam, welcome to this section of offering to Devi Parashakti. In this beautiful section, we will show you how you can connect with Devi Parashakti by offering different offerings, from offering of e-hundi or by offering the sankalpa. All these things, just simple offerings to whatever you want. So you can connect with Devi Parashakti. First 3 slides, we'll go over what is the context of why we need to do the offering, how we need to do the offering, where we need to do the offering. All that we'll walk you through. So let's look at the context of why we need to do the offerings to Devi Parashakti. So if you look at the first shloka, Srimad Bhagavad Purana. Bhagavad Purana is the avatar leelas of Sri Krishna, the incarnation of Lord Vishnu, Purna avatar, and his leelas and are depicted in the Srimad Bhagavad Purana. And this verse is from Bhagavad Purana, which will explain the importance of why we need to do the offering and how much offering we need to do. So the Shastra Pramana is as follows. Dharmaya yashasirthaya kamaya swajanaya cha panchadha vibhajan vittam ihamutracha modate. So the one part should be used for dharma. The second part should be used for yasha, public works. Third part should be used for artha, which is to generate more and more wealth. Fourth, for kama, enjoyment of material things. And fifth, for one's family and friends. So 20% should be donated for dharma, which is 1/5. So it's very important what Srimad Bhagavad Purana is explaining. You need to invest and reinvest in dharma, artha, moksha, kama, all the 4 aspects equally. So in artha also, it is telling that 1/5 need to be reinvested back into generating more wealth. It is not living on paycheck to paycheck. So very important concepts are explained in this Shastra. The next offering to Devi Parashakti, the context for offering to Devi Parashakti is from Dharma Shastra. And this will explain you the importance of giving the dana. So the Grahe Dashagunam Danam Goshthe Chaiva Shatadhikam Punyatirtheshu Sahastram Anantam Shiva Sannidho. So in this verse, it is explaining dana, explaining the importance of what location you are in when you are giving the dana. Dana given at home yields 10 times as much more merit than made elsewhere. So when you are at your home and you're stable and you're not distracted with anything, your offerings will be 10 times more, 100 times when made in Goshala, the cow pen. When you are in a Vatavarna of Goshala, cow pen, the sacred Vatavarna of cow pen, it will automatically give you 10 times more, 100 times when made in the Goshala, and 1,000 times when made in the sacred places like Tirthas. So it's very important, the importance of the sacred places. When you give the dana in the sacred places, you are not attached to any of the lower things. So you are looking more from the, your mind is stable, and now you'll be able to make the donation for a higher purpose. So sacred places is very important. So in past, you'll see that a lot of people go to the Tirtha Kshetras and do the Annadan, or they will do different type of offerings. So it's very important what location you do the offering. So even people go to Tirupati Balaji, and there they will offer their hair, or they will do the offering in Ihundi, Shivalayas. So it's or they go to Varanasi and they perform all these danam. So that is for the location, the importance of location, and 1,000 times more merit you can get by just going at the right location. And the best thing is when you do the dana you get infinite number of times. When you make it in premises of Shivalinga, such as Shiva temples, so Shiva Sannidho, Sahasram Anantam Shiva Sannidho, infinite number of times you can get the punya when you are in the premises of Shivalinga. So you are in that experiencing that oneness space. Now we'll look at the next context of offering to Devi Parashakti, the dana. Why are we giving the dana? That context, when we have that right context, it will be most valuable form of dana. Now we'll look at the Shastra Pramana for that. Danam trividamitetam kanishtham jeshtam atyamam tatra naishreyasam jeshtam kanishtham swartha siddhaye karunyat sarva bhuteshu samvibhagastu madhyamaha. Dana given in order to achieve moksha, nishreyas, is considered the most valuable form. So here there are three types of danas which are explained in the shloka. The dana which is given for moksha based ecosystem, moksha related things, is the best dana. So that will give you dana given in order to achieve moksha is considered the most valuable form. The next one is dana given out of pity or kindness for others or for one's own kith and kin is considered to be of medium value. So whenever you're doing, if someone is hungry and you feel pity for them and you're doing the dana for that, that would be a medium type of dana. But when you are when you are giving dana for moksha related ecosystems, moksha based, like Gurukul, for example, where in the Gurukul, you're going to build thousands of children who will get the knowledge of dharma, artha, shastra, and enlightenment ecosystem is developed. Whenever that enlightenment ecosystem is built, which is moksha-based ecosystem, that is the best dana. And the second type of dana is the dana from the piti, daya dana. And the third one, dana given to achieve one's own selfish ends, is known as the least valued of all. So whenever you are giving for your name, fame, or your commitment, your personal agenda, it is the least kind of dana. So with this, now we'll enter into the real offering of the first offering of e-hundi. So offering of e-hundi to Devi Parashakti. Let's look at the shloka about the e-hundi. Bhakti priya bhakti gamya bhakti vasya bhayapaha shambhavi sharadaradhya sarvani sharmadayini. So Devi is fond of bhakti priya. So remember, when you're doing the donation for Devi Parashakti in the e-hundi, when you're offering anything in that big white e-hundi, you are thinking Devi, you are thinking from the gratitude, from the devotion. Bhakti priya. Bhakti priya, Devi is fond of true devotion. And bhakti gamya, Devi can be realized through true devotion. The bhakti vasya means she can be won over through true devotion. Bhayapaha means she removes all the fears which you have in mind. Any fear you have, so all that she can remove. Shambhavi Sharadaradhya. So now we look at the. So Shambhavi means Devi Parashakti is also, if there is any fear in the mind of devotee, Devi is sure to remove that fear. It is stated that Devi likes to be worshipped in autumn. Here, it is meant that autumn of our lives, when thoughts turn more and more inwards, the role of the divine is known and understood clearly. The need for Devi worship becomes very stronger. Shambhavi, consort of Lord Shambhu, Shiva. Sharada Aradhya means worshipped by Sharada, Saraswati. Sharvani, wife of Lord Shiva. Lord Linga Purana says Lord Shiva is called Sharva in his earth form. So Lord Shiva's earth form is called Sharva. Lord Shiva has taken the 64 different forms, and Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was elaborating about this and giving different initiations to prepare for the Paramashivoham level 3. So you can see the importance of all these different forms and the 64 forms of Lord Shiva. It's posted on Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's webpage, the information about those 64 forms. And so it's so the form of Lord Shiva on earth is called Sharva. Now we look at Sharmadaini, Devi who bestows happiness on devotees. And you can offer your gratitude and devotion to Devi Parashakti by offering your Kanika, and your name shall be chanted out during the puja to Devi Parashakti. So with this, now we'll look at the next offering of Sankalpa chanting. Now the Sankalpa chanting offering is just for you to make your Sankalpa, whatever you want to wish for. Like it may be just, I want to attend the Paramashivoham level 3. You can make a Sankalpa and you can offer the donation of $1, and you can attend this whole thing. We'll walk you through how to do. Towards the end of the section, we'll show you how easy it is to do the entire process of doing this offering online. And you can offer these different sevas. So let's look at the Shastra Pramana. Tayye tan moyate vishwam shaiva vishwam prasuyate saya chitta cha vijjanam tushtaruddhim prayashyati. 34th verse from Devi Mahatmyam, chapter 12, verse 34. So Devi Mahatmyam is the beautiful compilation of shlokas where how the importance of Devi worship, and before doing the Chandi Homa, you have to read the Devi Mahatmyam at least 13 times, and then when you read that, during that time, there is a story of how a king and a Vaishya means a businessman, they both get a breakthrough by performing this Devi Mahatmyam chanting. And the beautiful story of Devi Mahatmyam is narrated in that. And so that goddess, so the goddess enchants this universe, and she herself. So let's read the shloka first. Tayye tan moyate vishwam shaiva vishwam prasuyate saya chitta cha vijjanam tushtaruddhim prayashyati. The goddess enchants this universe, and she herself gives birth to this universe. That goddess, being prayed without interest in anything, gives that knowledge that leads to salvation and gives wealth in materialistic sense. So the goddess Devi Parashakti enchants this universe, and she herself gives birth to the universe. So in the Brahmanda Yoni, as you heard in the previous verses, was so many universes get created, and so many get destroyed also. So that's what it's explained in this verse. The goddess being prayed without interest in anything gives that knowledge that leads to salvation and gives wealth in materialistic sense. So Sankalpa chanting. So in the Sankalpa chanting, offerings the Sankalpa, the conscious resolution, which blesses the person, offering with all fruition of desires and wishes he or she is yearning for. The significance of divine element gold. Gold is present in all scriptures, agamas, Vedas. So now we are going to enter into this section of significance of divine element gold. Why we are looking at this section is, first we need to understand the importance of divine element gold, and then we are going to walk you through how you can do the gold offerings to Devi Parashakti just by click of the button from where you are and according to the rituals of agamas, Vedas, all that. Gold is offered in all scriptures, agamas, Vedas. Okay, we'll take a break and then we'll enter this section.
Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. I guarantee you, I will reach you wherever you are. Be alive, somehow be alive for next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. It's my commitment to humanity.
I'm going to empower, enlighten each and every one of you with the fuel and energy of the parallel universe. I'll infuse this intense supernal effulgence DNA, Tejas, Ojas, Kundalini Shakti into your spine to consciously lift you to Maha Kailasa. It is irreversible permanent enlightenment, irreversible power manifestation, irreversible permanent empowerment. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity Only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside. I'm your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. Your consciousness as power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. Time itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. signs of life can be realized with a greater ability to visualize.
Nithyanandam, welcome back to this section of significance of divine element gold. Now we'll explain you the importance of the divine element gold and according to the Vedas, Agamas, and then we'll also explain you how you can take part into the different rituals by offering the gold offerings. So let's look at this. Gold is present in all scriptures, Agamas, Vedas, Shrutis, Smritis, Itihasas, and Puranas. In all Hindu scriptures, it is abundantly displayed that the gold is the most auspicious and purest metal which purifies our being in Hindu civilization. Everything was built in gold, exchanged in gold, rituals, feasts were offered in gold bricks. So it's very important to understand the importance of gold and in our economic system, in the Vedas, Veda Agamic culture, and Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is reviving that whole technology.
Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. I guarantee you, I will reach you wherever you are. Be alive, somehow be alive for next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. It's my commitment to humanity.
I'm going to empower, enlighten each and every one of you with the fuel and energy of the parallel universe. I'll infuse this intense supernal effulgence DNA, Tejas, Ojas, Kundalini Shakti into your spine.
Nithyanandam, welcome back. Now we'll look at we are discussing about the gold and how the rituals, feasts offered in gold bricks. So in Vedagamic ecosystem, it is important, gold is very important, and gold is considered as the medium of exchange, not the fiat currencies, the fear-based currencies, which operate on a different level. So Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism through Kailasa is reviving that the gold-based ecosystem and getting us back to the gold, gold standard, which was there till 1971. Gold was offered as a ritual fee. Gold was in abundance and used for weighing equivalent amounts of commodities, including cows. Kingdoms were built with huge doors of gold. The streets would have huge columns and huge archways made of gold. Horses and cows were dressed in gold. The Hindu civilization thrived on the banks of rivers of gold. Indus River, which is also called Sapta Sindhu, was called Hiranyamaya River in Rig Veda. The river Saraswati, Hiranyavartini in Atharva Veda, was also the Saraswati River. Now we are able to discover all the Saraswati civilization places, And we know that our culture is at least 100,000 years plus, because in the Saraswati civilization, which are excavated now, they found all this, so many importance, and the gold which was used in the exchange. So gold is supreme element for offering gifts to ones you love and revere. Temples are constructed and paved in gold. Deities are made in gold. So gold is supreme element for offering gifts to the ones you love and revere. According to the Vedamic civilization, gold is given high importance. The temples are constructed and paved in gold. Deities are made in gold and decked and adorned in gold. Why? Because when the enlightened masters, they energize these gold deities, temples, that energy, the gold is able to hold that enlightenment energy for long period of time, for thousands of years of times. So that's why when the enlightened masters, they build in the spiritual places with the gold, and they energize that gold with the higher energies, so that when you go in that energy field, you get those vibrations, and you get the you're able to get a breakthrough. So deities are made in gold and decked and adorned in gold, because it preserves the enlightenment energy for thousands of years. It lasts forever. Now we look at the first gold offering, the Sahasranama Swarna Kasu. The donation amount is 75 USD, 151 USD, or 251 USD. So we have the Sahasranama Swarna Kasu, means Swarna Kasu is equivalent to, like it in Sanskrit, it's Swarna Mudra. Sahasranama means 1,000 names of Devi Parashakti. And when you're doing these offerings, you'll be also offering the gold coin. So Nama, the Shastra Pramana for this offering is as follows. Nama Parayana Prita. Nama means chanting the name Parayana Prita. So she likes the chanting of the names. So in this offering, she who likes the repetition of her various names. Lalita Sahasranama, verse 731. This is from Lalita Sahasranama. This is the offering for 1008 names of Devi Parashakti. It's a very special and unique archana offered to the Mahameru of Devi Parashakti. So when you see in the future slides, you'll see Devi Parashakti, and you'll see that there is a big Mahameru in front of Devi Parashakti, the golden Mahameru, and Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism will be, so when you do this offering of 1008 names, Sahasranama Archana, all those names will be chanted, and the Archana will be done to that Mahameru. Offer the gold coin to Devi Parashakti to manifest any dimension or attribute of hers that you always wanted to imbibe within you. So Devi Parashakti is Ananta Kalyana Guna. She has so many different attributes. Or you may have heard about the Ashtalakshmi. Each Lakshmi is a different attribute. So some may be interested in Dhana Lakshmi, Santan Lakshmi, Dhanya Lakshmi, all these different attributes, and whatever dimension you wanted to imbibe within you, you can get that when you do the Sahasranama Swarna Kasu offering to Devi Parashakti. All the offerings to Devi Parashakti can be conducted at tiny.cc/Devi-offerings. The next offering is Mukta Anguti, the finger ring with the pearl. So this is a beautiful offering. The donation is 251, 501, and 750 USD. The Shastra Pramana for this offering is as follows. Muktahar lasat kirita ruchiram purnendu vaktra prabham shinjannu purakim kinim manitharam padma prabha bhasuram sarvabhishta falapradam girisudam vani rama sevitam meenakshin pranitosmi santatamaham karunyavaranidhim. So in this verse, you can see the importance of different alankaras which Devi Parashakti is wearing. I bow down to Goddess Meenakshi, whose crown has garlands of pearl and face shining like a full moon. She wears anklets that are studded with gemstones and has small